guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, I'm so glad that you guys are back. So I didn't get to go live like I originally planned. You guys, I do apologize for that. I really had all intentions on doing that, but I had a family emergency come up. I had to go see about my grandma, so I was not able to do that, so I do apologize. But I am here. I am recording this. I believe it's around 10:30 p.m. And I'm wishing you all well. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. I know I did. As much as I love Christmas, in a way, I'm glad to see it go, because now, you guys, it's like we can finally start over. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the person that I'm talking to, you're embracing starting over. I feel like in the past, you could have definitely looked at starting over as scary or not wanting to have to start over. And now it's like you look at it in a whole new way. You look at starting over as a new beginning in a way, like being able to start fresh. I may pull a few cards tonight out of my index deck that I have here, because out of all the ones that I did keep these. I'm feeling called to pull a few of those tonight. But I do want to talk a little bit before I get into that. You guys, you definitely could be seeing something is going on in 2028 for you guys. I don't know if that is something that you are trying to manifest in your life. God wants you to know, even though I think that's like 2 years from now, there's something that's really going to take off for you in the year of 2028. So whatever that is, only you can know. Confirmation numbers for you at this time could be 444-888-999. And somebody had a past life in the 1950s era, or there's something significant about the 1950s. Someone that watches me could have been born in the 1950s. But I'm feeling this like old movie star, classic kind of scenery, like a divine feminine who someone sees you as like very classy, very graceful, 222 on the timer as I'm saying this. They see you as just very elegant, almost like an old movie star kind of thing going here. But there's also something coming through about like maybe in a past life, you and another person could have shared a past life from the 1950s era. You also could be seeing 414 or 1212. You're seeing your vulnerability as a strength and not as a weakness now. I feel like for a long time, you were really scared to share the vulnerable parts of yourselves because you were scared of judgment. You were scared of like how people were going to come at you. But now you see that where you were vulnerable are always your strengths. You're trusting yourself to be able to heal and grow in these ways now, and not to just push them back. You now know that you are deserving of love and your compassion and understanding. You're deserving of these things. We are spiritual beings, but we're also having a human experience, and we all make mistakes. So there could have been something, like I feel like somebody that I'm talking to, you could have a lot of guilt that you're carrying. And what I got a feeling is there's nothing for you. Yes, we all make mistakes. We're human. You need to let it go. God, your angels, Archangel Uriel especially is coming through strong. They want you to release this guilt, whatever this is that you're holding on to, because I feel like there's nothing that you could have done any different in that type of situation. But I feel like there's something that wasn't even your fault, but somebody wanted to project something onto you. Somebody wanted to make you feel like something was your fault. And you have carried this, 411 on the timer. You have carried this for so long, 414 on the timer. You have so much support. You have so much angelic support right now helping you. Like, they're like, give this to me. Your angels are ready for you to release something, because you're only human. You are going through this portal right now. And that's why it's important, because you can't take this baggage, you can't take this guilt with you when you walk on this portal. When you walk through this portal, your heart needs to be light as a feather, 444 on the timer. Because God has already judged your heart. God has already judged you, and you come out clean. Judgment come to your door, like somebody wanted to project something onto you, or cause judgment, like, for something that happened a long time ago that you had nothing to do with, like, it was nothing you've done. But somebody wanted someone to blame. I'm also seeing a woman, and she's crying, and she's looking at her phone. Somebody is looking at their phone, and she looks really dressed up, like she could have either been at church, or she could have been at, she could have been at somewhere where she had to be dressed up, because this woman is really dressed up, and you're looking at your phone, and she starts crying. So I'm talking to somebody that could get really, and this could be for one person in particular, I'm talking to somebody that could get really anxious when the phone rings. Something, because it maybe, especially if it's from someone, a phone call that you haven't heard from this person in a while, you could get really nervous because of something that happened in the past. There could be trauma there, something that happened. 555 on the timer. Some kind of conflict could have happened a long time ago, and this phone call brought you a lot of anguish. It brought you a lot of pain. So I'm almost feeling like somebody having, I know as funny as that sounds, like resentment against a phone. Because although phone can be a good thing of good news, it also can bring bad news. But God is wanting you to say you've got to let this go. I also seen a vision of squirrels, a bunch of squirrels. And they were in this huge pine tree. Like, y'all, this pine tree had to have been like, I don't know, 100-something years old. I don't know if pine trees can even get that old. I'm not sure. But this tree, even if it was a pine tree, because it was a glimpse that I seen, but it was a huge tree, and there was thousands of squirrels living in this tree, and they were all running from in the same direction. So I don't know if this could mean like there is some. I mean, I don't like predicting things like that. If there could be, I was also seeing a fire. I live in Southeast Georgia. So we have had forest fires, and I would hate to predict anything like that, but there's something going through about a fire. I don't know if anybody 7-Eleven on the timer has been through those types of things. If you are, my condolences. I'm sending you so much love and light, but I'm seeing squirrels, but this also can be symbolic to having to leave a place or having to leave somewhere, or you are leading others in a way, because it wasn't just one squirrel, two squirrels, it was a lot of squirrels. So you could be, one second you guys, you could be in the process of leading a group of people out of like certain situations, or guiding others. I'm sorry if my voice is going in and out, you guys. I do apologize. I'm just having to do something real fast with my cat, my kitty cat, making sure she's okay over there. But yeah, you could definitely be guiding others out of, like, you know, leading them to have more faith in something, not wanting to stay in one place, not being scared to leave from a place. There's something like that is coming through. But I do want to talk a little bit about guilt and shame, because I feel like I know there is a difference between guilt and shame, you guys. Guilt is like I made a mistake. Shame is I am the mistake. I feel like the person I'm talking to, you don't feel like you are a mistake. You just feel like you made a mistake. Like there's something that you could have possibly made a mistake on. And I'm going to share a little bit of this with you guys. I'm not going to share too much, because although I do want to share vulnerable things about myself, I have to be very careful, especially being here on YouTube, because there are certain people, not everybody, you know, means well. You know, not everybody is cheering you on. I know most of you are, but I do have people out there that are not. But I am a single mom, okay? A couple of years ago, I wasn't doing as good as I'm doing now. I'm a recovering addict, and I had I had 4 baby boys, and I gotten addicted to meth, and it took me down a very dark, dark road. And ultimately, I chose the drug over my own children. And you would think, what a horrible mother. How could you? I mean, I didn't see it as that back then, but that's what I did. And I have a lot of guilt towards myself about that I'm having to deal with and process. And 10 is on the timer. So I've completed this cycle, and I feel like you are too. Something significant with the month of October. Some of you could be Libras or Scorpios. I could be talking to a Libra. But I ultimately felt like I chose that drug over my own kids. And I know I was looking back on one of my Facebooks the other night. I was trying to get some pictures that I had lost of when they were babies, and I was trying to save them, and I was going into those photos, and I saw myself and how horrible I looked. And a lot of those old emotions that I thought I had dealt with come up for me. And I feel like, in a way, because I'm very much tapped into you guys collective, I'm very much tapped into what you guys have going on. Y'all could be processing these emotions and going through the same thing yourselves. Because I feel like there's a reason all these emotions and these things are coming up for us right now. I feel like it's because 11:11 on the timer, because we're getting ready to walk through this portal I was just talking to you guys about. So it's like, and I believe we're not in a full moon yet. We're in a half quarter moon. I meant to look up what this full moon, because it's going to be the first full moon of the year. So these emotions are building up right now. They're getting ready to be released. They're getting ready to be purged out of our systems, and we're ready to birth something new. Like, there's something that we're getting ready to create. So I just want you to know that if you are dealing with some things like that, a feeling of guilt, in a way, maybe shame, there's a reason you're feeling that way. Journaling is something that I've learned that really works for me. But I'm also seeing like somebody just wanting to hug you. There is an energy coming through of, there is somebody, I don't know if you have someone that's passed on, of somebody wanting to send you so much love and telling you that it's okay, that they love you, and they are so proud of you. 12:22 on the timer. This person is very proud of you. And particularly something you could have done on December the 22nd. I don't know if you guys know what you were doing that day, or if there's something you did differently, or if you prayed, or you tried to talk to this person, or just connect with them, or you could have went to their graveside, or there's something like that you could have done. They are acknowledging that right now. They are letting you know that they are with you and they love you very, very much. That they do. They carry so much love for you, and they don't want you to feel guilty anymore. They don't want you to carry this anymore, because you are getting ready to, you can't take the past with you. You're not going to find peace in the past, and you're not going to find peace in the future. You're going to find peace in the here and now. I'm here to tell somebody to really start absorbing the presence around you, the blessings that are right in front of you, because they're there. If you're looking too far into the future and too far into the past, you're not being present, and you're not going to be able to manifest the things that you really want. God likes to see us being so absorbed into the here and now. Like, we're so present with ourselves, and we're so present with the people around us, that the people that are right in front of us feel truly seen by us, feel truly heard by us. You know, putting that phone down and just really being in the moment, living in the moment. And I know, you guys, it's easier said than done. Believe me, I know it is easier said than done, but it can be done, because I'm doing it. I'm doing it myself. I've really fell back on, I'm being very careful about what I watch on YouTube and who I watch. I may read some things that pop up, but I don't go watch all the videos, because I know that what I already have the attitude of knowing that what I want is already mine. So why even bother trying to look into it all the time? You know, we don't need to look into it all the time. There's nothing wrong with looking into things every once in a while, but what is the real reason we have to do it every single day or all day long for some people? Because it feels like it's not 444 on the timer, because it's further away from us than it possibly could feel like when we're doing that. When we finally can let go and release the control of needing to know the when and the how and how it's all going to work out, but just knowing that it's going to happen. And yes, people may say you're delusional. Let them. Let them say you're delusional. Who cares? You are so blessed and you are so favored. God loves you so much. Somebody doesn't need to be so hard on themselves. I feel like you're someone who it puts a lot of pressure on yourself. And I can resonate with that because that's me. That's me all day long. I'm very hard on myself. And I do put a lot of pressure on myself. You know, there's days when I wake up and I don't feel like doing nothing but laying down and just sleeping. And I feel guilty about that. But I shouldn't, because my body's telling me it needs rest. So I should give my body the rest that it deserves, that it needs, and then get out there and kick some whoop ass again. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. And I wrote something down. Your guilt can teach you. Your shame will mislead you. That's what I wanted to say. Your guilt can teach you, but your shame will mislead you. The guilt is there to teach you, to show you what you don't want to do. But the shame can very much mislead you. Your shame, when you are very shameful, it's like you are someone who projects out a lot because you're not happy within who you are yourself. So it can mislead you into doing things or saying things that can ultimately hurt others. But your guilt is there to teach you things. That's all we can do, you guys, is learn from our past. We can't go back. We can't change the past. We can only move forward, and we can only do what we can do here and now. And hope that gives us a better future. And ultimately it will. But God knows that we're not perfect. We are spiritual beings, but we are having a human experience, and we are going to make mistakes, and that's okay. I'm here to tell somebody that's okay. And stop worrying so much. Everything is going to be okay. And I'm not here to just throw sunshine and raise up your ass. I'm telling you the truth. Everything is going to work out just as it should. And everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. And these feelings that you are feeling right now, ultimately, like the regret and the guilt that you're feeling right now, it's okay to feel those things. We all do. But I just want to throw out there, observe those feelings. Feel those feelings, but don't absorb them. Because they're only there temporarily. You don't want to put yourself into a frantic or a panic attack or some kind of mental breakdown because you've absorbed too much. They're showing themselves. Those feelings, the guilt, that it's presenting itself for a reason. And the holidays can really bring that out in a lot of us, I know, because the holidays can be a very emotional time. We all go back to the past or think of things that are not, or people that's come in and out of our lives. We can start thinking about those people or thinking about those places. But I'm just ultimately here to tell you that you are a beautiful person inside and out. And you are deserving of love and compassion to show yourself. But that is what's bringing this portal. That is what God is getting ready to open up this portal for all these beautiful things to come in your life for. But like I said, you got to release this guilt. You got to learn that this guilt isn't for you to carry. This projection of guilt is not for you to carry. Okay? You are human, and everyone makes mistakes. I've made mistakes. So, I am going to pull a few of these and just see what comes out, what wants to come out. I'm not going to pull very many of them. I'm just going to pull a few and just see what would like to come out. I ask to go into God's light as I channel this message for the Divine Collective. We're not going to be here long, you guys, but I just want to do a little one for you guys. What wants to come out for the Divine Collective? Cloud walker, freedom. Yeah, you've got some freedom coming through. You're being set free. And I was hearing that song, you were born to fly, 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 fly. Ta-da. Mm-hmm. By Sarah Evans. Somebody, 2012 is significant. Somebody could have been born in the year 2012, or you could have had a child in the year of 2012. But yeah, you're being set free from something. You could be dreaming of flying. I can barely see what's on this card. Causing you to act out of character. So somebody could have been trying to cause you to act out of character, but because the card, I can hardly see what's written on the card, is like you couldn't see something or someone clearly, like you couldn't tell. You knew something or someone was messing with you, but maybe you were not able to see. They were trying to blind you to who this person was, is what I'm getting. Somebody was trying to blind you. Entitlement. I feel entitled to your business. So this doesn't have to be like a physical business. This can also be just you wanting to know information about you, wanting to know what you've got going on. But this very well could also be to some kind of business you're building. Shamanic awakening. Shamanic power. So you could come from a shamanic bloodline. 2122 on the timer. Unbelievable power. You have unbelievable power. Your name is about to be known around the entire world. So I don't know what you're doing, and this is what is being set free. So there's something that you're being set free from. And yeah, there's definitely something coming through, and this could be just for, it doesn't have to be for everybody, but somebody literally, like, there's something kind of like breaking news. And if this isn't like the entire world, this could be just information, something coming out about you being set free from a certain situation. But you very well could be going to be known around the world. There could be something that you're very good at, you're very talented, you're very gifted at. Yeah, because somebody was full of greed and corruption that was trying to cause you to act out of character, not being yourself. Like, and earlier, what I noticed, 2220 on the timer, and my battery's trying to run out. Somebody was trying to draw your back, like, they were trying to zap your energy. Somebody that is very greedful and corrupted. But this person that was trying to, somebody doesn't want you to be yourself. Like you could have felt like you weren't allowed to be who you are. And I can resonate with that deeply. Like, because you were worried about what other people would think. And so you chose like to do something else or do something different. Archangel Gabriel is here. Message of God. Messenger of God. Yeah. This is a message coming straight from source about somebody feeling entitled. And what I'm getting is somebody felt entitled to your protection. Like they saw that you had a lot of protection. You had a lot of angelic support. Someone knew this about you and like wanted that same divine protection. You are helping put someone's foot in their mouth. Yes, whoever was doing these sacrifices to you, their sacrifices have failed. Whatever they were trying to do. Okay? Whatever it was that they were trying to do, it's not working. Somebody's not able to keep projecting onto you. Yeah, no need to worry. Your angels are here, and that's what I was getting before I even pulled a card, is that there is no need to worry about a certain situation. There's no need to be upset or worried. And as I'm speaking, my right ear started ringing. Yeah, you don't need to worry about this person that was trying to cause you out of character. If they're trying to do something right now, it's not going to work. Yeah, because that Big Daddy Saturn is in the building. That's going to hit them straight back. It's going to be a boomerang effect if they try to do something. Crown chakra, psychic attacks. They were trying to mess with your crown. Your beautiful crown chakra. Jackpot energy. You have jackpot energy, okay? Someone is also dreaming about you, because on the back of this card it says, at night I see you in my dreams and I hate it when I wake up. Jackpot energy. Yeah. You are the jackpot. You're like a walking jackpot. Your gifts are going to bring you a lot of abundance. Divine Symphony. Tune into the cosmos. The Divine's wanting you to tune into, to come back home to yourself, collective. It's time for you. It's time for Holy Spirit. Seek answers. Seek the Most High Team Archangel angelic support. They want you to know that you don't have no need to worry. So take time with your angels. Take time with God tonight. Because there's no need for you to worry about something or whatever somebody is trying to do. Yeah, angelic whispers, secret compassion. Yeah, you have angels whispering, like when you're sleeping at night, there are angels around your bed that is constantly seeing the nightmares that you have, or the demons that you're fighting. You feel like nobody sees what you go through, or like the spiritual warfare that you go through, but God does. God sees. Your angels see. And they're there. They're your backup. When the devil is there trying to program things into your mind that's not true, your angels, your support team is there whispering things back into your ear to let you know, no, we love you. You are loved. They're there reprogramming what the devil is trying to program. He's not able to do this anymore to you because your support, your angelic support is too high. Destiny swap with their... Yeah, somebody was trying to destiny swap with you. Angelic and divine protection, but you have too much angelic and divine protections. Your prayers have been answered. So if you've been praying about somebody trying to do this to you, a destiny swap with you, they're not able to do this. They can't. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this quick message. I'm not always going to be doing the cards, you guys. I really feel like a lot of messages are coming to me without the cards. As you can see, a lot of what I was talking about is in these cards. So, you know, because I'm a very empathetic person. I pick up energy very easily, and I'm learning. I know how to cleanse my energy and stuff, but like I said, I just have to be very, very careful. But so it was really on my heart to do this message tonight and to use the cards. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be back here with another one, and I love you so much. I love you to the moon, and remember, release that guilt, because it can't go with you through this portal. It's being ready to be released. Everything that's coming up for you now is being ready to be released for a reason. I love you. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.